What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. For anybody who is on a fitness journey, even someone who is about to start going down this path, one thing that I would like to share with you from my experience. If you haven't heard from my other videos, I was in the health club industry for many years. I did personal training. I managed several health clubs. So I've seen a lot of people kind of come in and out of that system. And I've had many years to observe some of the, let's say, pitfalls that I believe people would get into while they're trying to pursue either a healthier lifestyle or a change in weight, whether they're trying to lose fat or maybe build muscle. And one thing that I would like to share is that I think it's important to make sure that you're not waiting until you hit that goal weight, until you hit that ideal physique, before choosing to be happy with who you are right now in this current moment. And I know that we're walking a fine line because in many cases, we wouldn't even be trying to make certain changes in our life if we felt satisfied with where we're at today. And despite this message, I'm no different. I wake up in the morning. I know what it is that I want to accomplish fitness-wise. I have goals for myself, some short-term, long-term. So I have these pursuits in mind. But I think the problem with making our happiness contingent on finally reaching that space is the fact that we're taking happiness that could be enjoyed today, in this current moment, and we're deciding that we're going to put it into the future. But we should know that the future that we're placing our happiness in, that we're striving towards, that we're fighting for, isn't a guarantee. We never know if we're actually going to make it to that space. And if we keep our happiness over in that area, then we're going to miss out on so many opportunities that are available to us in this present moment by choice, by not choosing to be happy with what it is that we have today. And I really think that it is just a matter of mindset. I know we have desires. I know we're dissatisfied with so many different things, but we have to remember that, as cliche as it is, this moment that we have today is the only moment that we have. This moment that we have within this second is the only moment that we have that's guaranteed. And since that's what we have, I really do believe that we should make sure that we are enjoying it to the fullest, enjoying it to the best of our capabilities, and at the very least, just not self-sabotaging ourselves by being excessively critical of who we are, excessively harsh for where we are. I see in the fitness industry many people that are motivated when you tell them that you're not good enough today. You're fat, you're sloppy, you're out of shape. When I compare you to these people, you should be embarrassed. And it does push people to want to get out of whatever funk that they're in. So it's not me saying that my way is better than their way. I mean, obviously, these are people who achieve incredible results sometimes. They really do change people's lives. But I just believe that on a personal level, we're going to get so much farther if we keep thinking about how we can be caring and kind to ourselves, because the studies have shown, what I've seen in different books, that actually tough love, even though it could get you off the starting block quickly, it has diminishing returns pretty quickly as well. So you'll get a head start because it fires you up, but there's only so much you can listen to that's self-deprecating before you start to feel maybe this is true, or you start to feel demotivated. But when you are caring for yourself consistently, when you are using motivations that are more sustainable, being grateful, right? Knowing that you have been given the gift of an able body that many people wish that they would have. Understanding that if you're physically fit, then you're going to be in a position to serve many more people than you would be otherwise. You'll be that person who has the energy to go out and run around with your children. You'll be that person who maybe your friends will call you when they need help moving something. You'll be that person who could assemble something for your parents or step in as they get older and start taking care of more physical aspects that they're having challenges with. And these are just a few of the things that pop into my mind. You're of course going to have your own reasons, but I think the more that we could find more sustainable motivations and more sustainable whys, knowing that if we're healthy and our family sees that we're healthy, then we're going to be able to show them by example. And we may not necessarily have to tell them how to live a healthy life. They're going to be able to look at you and mirror you. And if you know, like I know, if you have children, they're learning way more from what they are observing you do than anything that it is that you have to say. So start thinking about these things. We don't want to make ourselves miserable and realize that for some reason or the other, we're out of time. I had a coworker who she retired, and as she was retiring, she was telling me leading into it how there were so many places that she wanted to travel to that she never took the opportunity to go and visit because she was a workhorse. To her credit, she was a hard worker. She was always coming in and was consistent. So she held off on many of her personal aspirations. But she would tell me places that she wanted to go, places that she wanted to take her granddaughter. And she retired. I didn't hear anything from her for a few months. And then the next news that I got was she had terminal cancer. Never had the opportunity to do those things that she was planning. She passed away before any of that can happen. And I hate to use somebody's life as an example for me or for sharing with other people, but I think we have to look at those opportunities because sometimes people are gone, but we're still here. And the best thing that we could do is learn from their lives to improve our lives so we could think about what type of decisions we want to make. And I very much believe fitness, weight loss, muscle gain, people aiming for six packs, people thinking that they're not going to be attractive to other people until they have a certain type of physique, falls in that same category where we're telling ourselves we're just going to suffer mentally, we're going to be hard on ourselves, we're going to kick our ass, and we'll hold off on that happiness thing until we get there. But getting there is not a guarantee and it's not a promise. And I think we could hold both of these thoughts in our mind at the same time. We have a goal, we're getting up, we're practicing proper habits instead of just thinking about goals. When we brush our teeth every day, we're not thinking aggressively about doing this is going to get me the best teeth. Doing this is going to make sure that I don't have any sort of gum disease. We just practice the habit, and we know that it's going to be reinforced more than likely with the positive outcome that we're looking for. And I believe fitness is the same way. We're creating positive habits. We're making sure that we're consistent. We know that it's going to lead to positive outcomes that we're looking for, but we don't need to be fixated on it. It is going to come. In the meantime, while we're getting there, while we're following these patterns, we're also going to make sure that we're caring for ourselves in this moment. We're showing appreciation for what we have in this moment, and we're showing love for who we are and the progress path and journey that we're on. So that's it for this one. I would like to hear your comment or opinion if you have one, and I'll talk to you next time.